How's it going, everyone? It's Ben back with another poker video. We're playing Club WPT Gold yet again. And today we're just going to have a little chill session. Not too much going on. Thought I'd record a little video for you guys. Uh, we'll get into the hands. We'll chit chat. We're just going to play some poker. That's all we're going to do. That's what this channel is all about, as you know. I hope everyone enjoyed the first video. I'm excited to make another one. Let me know if you guys have any good ideas for future videos. I'm thinking about making some skits with my friends. I'm considering streaming my home game once I get back home from school. So yeah, we have a lot of options on the table. We're running 3 tables today. We're trying to get the action up for everyone. Want to make sure you guys are entertained and you're not bored by my poker play. So on the bottom left here, we have Ace King offsuit against an underneath the gun open. This player's a little tighter, but we're still going to make this a 3-bet. It'll be interesting to see. Okay, he gets out of the way. We're going to go 4x the bet, so 14. This is sort of a larger open. I think if we get re-raised, we're in an interesting spot. But he just calls, and he's going to have a lot of smaller overpairs here, like 10s like we have on this board. So I'm going to go for a small bet of 8. We could get raised, and we'll see what we do in that situation. So we do get raised. Unfortunately, we don't have a club as a backdoor. I think I'm going to float out of position. This isn't great, but we hit the club. We're going to check it over to him. If he continues barreling, we're not in a great spot, but I don't think he has aces here, so I think we can comfortably make the call. We flop a full house down here. We're going to go for our standard roughly third pot bet. We're going to have to, I think we're going to have to check call here, unless I don't think he has the pocket 4s. He could have the pocket 10s, jacks, queens. I don't know if he takes this line with those hands. I also don't know if he takes the line with the queens. I'm not really sure. I think we have to call it off when we float on the flop. So he just has the ace 8. He's a little out to lunch, as we see. Focusing on this board, we bet the flop. We called the raise pre-flop, bet the flop. This guy called. This player folded. So we had the full house. We win this pot. We win this hand. Guys, let me know if you think I'm an awful player. I also don't know what he's doing in there, raising with the ace 8 suited. I would foresee him folding that hand to the c-bet on the flop. It's interesting they took it for a raise and then a 3-street bluff. I think hitting that pair is very nice. He could have a lot of flush draws there, like king queen suited, king jack suited, queen jack suited, ace 10 suited. All of those combos are very possible. This player just open raises to 8, very interesting. He definitely could have all those hands there, but I think when we have our pair on the turn and he goes small, we should continue. Yeah, unfortunately, we had all those hands happen at once, so it's hard for me to commentate for you guys while also making the best decision. I think this ace-king hand could have been a fold just because us being out of position, but the raise is only the 3x, so I think we can continue some portion of the time, especially considering he's raising with hands like ace 8 of diamonds on the 2-club paired low flop. I think all the options are possible for us. This hand with the 10s, we decided to cold call the 3-bet. We initially opened to 3 big blinds and we raised to 12. And then I think this player cold called in between. And we just decided to call. Frankly, that was because of the other hand going on over here. But I think the 10s function fine as just a call. I don't think we need to go for a 4-bet or anything fancy. We could try to just get it in. But this player is relatively tight with their raises. We have only 15% pre-flop raise. And this player is cold calling, so they have some garbage. I am curious. It was 10-6-6 flop, and then I like to say a 4 of spades turn. So there was a flush draw, and the board was paired. Obviously, he didn't have trips. We would have seen some more aggression from him or calling. I doubt he had a flush draw. He could have just had some high cards that couldn't stand the double barrel. But we get the job done on both boards, so we secured 2 nice pots to start the session. This is already turning out a whole lot better than our last video where we steadily lost a buy-in and a half. This is looking a whole lot better. We're going to go for the raise with the jack 8 here. It's a little wide, but these players are not very strong. We're going to go large just to squeeze out these captain weak ranges. We see the player cold call here. This isn't great just because we don't have a great hand and he has a propensity to call. I think we're just going to go small on this flop and hope he folds out his hands that are bad and didn't hit. See, a lot of times these players with such poor ranges where they limp call pre-flop, you can just apply max aggression and get them to fold all of the dog water hands that can't stand the pressure. Like if he has the king 4 offsuit, the king 8 offsuit, the queen deuce offsuit, these hands are hands that players are limp calling, and they should just be folds. But by applying minimal pressure, honestly, even just with the range bet on the flop, that gets the job done a large portion of the time. At least what I found in my anecdotal research, which is just me playing through and making said decisions. So tell me what you guys think. If you played in Club WPT Gold, let me know if that's been a good strategy for you guys. I think just range betting almost every hand, except my hands that miss and are highly multi-way. When I'm out of position, I don't like to c-bet those. But even when I have hands that miss multi-way, but I'm in position, I still go for a c-bet on those. Here we have Jack 10 suited. Obviously, we're going to go for the raise under the gun. We get 3-bet by this player. I mean, we've seen he's relatively wide. So yeah, we're going to make the call here. Could potentially go for the 4-bet some chunk of the time. We have a gutter and 2 overs. I think we're going to continue to a reasonable bet here. I would like to see him go. Oh, he checks it back. Now we still have the same hand strength. Raise it up with the ace king here. You still have the same hand strength, but after he checks back, we still want to proceed with a little bit of caution. I like to go for the bluff here, just because I don't see what he can call with after checking back twice. I think an overbet is in order. I think we could go a little larger. I'd like to see him to fold, obviously, but he calls. And, oh, he has the queen jack, so that makes a lot of sense that he calls there, obviously. So we lose that one, but that's all right. This ace king hand up top, we're just going to continue barreling with our king of diamonds and honestly just ace high. Yeah, we always love to see folds here, but you can't always get them, especially when your player rivers the pair. But we do know that when he checks back the flop in the turn, he may not have that strong of hands, just considering he had the queen jack offsuit. And he also does choose to go for the 3-bet with the queen jack offsuit. If I was in his shoes, rather, I would probably just be folding that hand. In this situation, he did have us crushed, but yeah, I'm not going to be 3-betting that hand. Suited, I would probably be 3-betting, but not offsuit. We choose to fold the Jack 10 offsuit under the gun here. We're playing 8-handed, so we have a lot of unknown hands behind us. You could argue that we should just be raising all of our decent Broadway hands, even the worst hand, Jack 10 offsuit. But actually, not the worst hand because of the connectivity, but one of the lower end, the lowest 2 cards. But we're just going to fold from up front, just with all these limpers. We don't want to get involved with hands that have us slightly crushed. We would have flopped pretty decent, but nonetheless, still reigns true. We don't know what the flop is before it comes out. This player shoves in the flop. I'd like to see what he has, honestly. Okay, we're going to see. He has a pair, 7-4 offsuit. He has pocket kings. So we dodged a bullet here. We probably would have had a hard time avoiding getting all of our money in. Good fold bet. We don't have many hands to play right now. We're getting the queen 4 offsuit, the king 8 offsuit, the king deuce offsuit. We could play this. We'll see what the action is, but obviously if it gets limped to us, we're gonna be in there. Obviously, you can't just fold. All right, we flop top pair. This is an interesting situation. I think we're just gonna play this as a check 100% of the time, even with our top pair. It'll be interesting if this player chooses to bet. He bets 3. So after he limps and then decides to lead out, he could have a lot of suited cards, giving him the flush draw. Oh, see, this is a really strange card. He could have a lot of ace highs, but I don't know if the ace high necessarily always bets out on the flop. I think we're going to call here once more and see what develops. So the flush does come in on the river, and with this, oh, he bets large again. We just have to get out of here. This isn't a great situation for us. The large bet in the river is just representing, like, I don't know if he takes this line with 2 pairs. We're going to reveal the hands for you guys. No, reveal the dang hand. What the heck? I'll go into the hand history and review that for you guys. I'd like to see what he has, and he seems like he took an interesting line with the limp. The queen jack. Okay, so he leads out on the flop with second pair, and he has no club. He just leads out on the flop with the second pair, keeps going, hits his 2 pair. I don't know if this is the type of player that's going to be folding 2 pair even on this board. I was considering going for the bluff, but I didn't have a clear defined range, so didn't feel confident going for that. With the ace king, we raise it up to 4 because we have a limper in between. Our standard size is 3x, but we want to go to 4 when there's a limper in between and they have a weaker range to target that. And we get a bunch of callers. This board isn't fantastic, but there's not going to be a lot of 4s in these players' ranges. Oh, look, we have the exact same hand on the other board, so we'll end on the button. Wow, this is great. All right, we're going to go for a small bet here, multi-way, just to see what these players want to do in response. We're going to go for a quarter pot. Yeah, quarter pot. We probably should go a little larger, like 5. We're definitely going to go in for the 4x here. We want to go 3 times the initial raise, and then we add 1x. Oh, darn it. I did not mean to do that, guys. That is not optimal. This player leads out 1 big blind. Call. Okay, we hit the best card in the deck on the river. I'm really curious as to what he's going to do. Okay, we're going to narrow down our decisions. I'm going to take a time bank here. We have to think about the action. Okay, so calls flop, bets 1 big blind the turn. I just think we have a call here. Or no, we're gonna raise fold in this situation. If we get jammed on, we're definitely gonna fold the ace king because he could have a lot of 4s in his range. But he just has the ace. That bet on the turn is really weird. We have to take note of that. I think we got max value in that situation. If he went for the 3-bet on the river, we're definitely going to fold. But I think our hand functions pretty well as a raise fold in that situation. Okay, we go for the 5 big blind raise here because we have 2 limpers in between. We get 3-bet. This player has shown a propensity to play some less optimal hands. We are very deep with him, so we don't necessarily want to get it all in. But I think this is going to be one of our 4-bet bluffs here, especially with all this dead money. We don't necessarily want to get called multiple places, but I think this is definitely a 4-bet bluff. We're gonna go 60 big blinds. I think that's an appropriate size. We could go a little larger, 65, 68 out of position. It would really suck to see this player call behind. See, okay, this is a good situation. I think we want to bet pretty small here. I think we want to go 50. Just because there's a flush draw on the board, we do have top pair, but our opponent still could have kings and queens. But I think these players are more likely to want to get it all in with the kings and queens. We're really deep here. And our top pair isn't. I think we just want to check here and hope. It's not great. Our opponent bet really small in the last hand without having anything. If we were in position, I think we make the fold here. I think that's a good fold. Ace king with the diamond. That makes sense. So I guess in hindsight, I would have liked to call there, but I think we made the right choice. Wish I could have that one back, guys, and then wish I could have made the right choice. But we pick up pocket kings for immediate redemption, and we're definitely going to be going for a 5x raise here over the post and then the limps. Wish we could get in with our little friend here. He also did not 5-bet us with the ace king off, which is good to know. Okay, we flop an overpair with the kings. Gonna go for a small bet. 4 big blinds into 12. This player just checked their option and then called the raise. Okay, the second queen comes out. It's not great, but we could foresee him raising off his top 2 some percent of the time. I don't think we have a choice here other than to call, see what he does in the river. If he leads again, it's not great, but these players have so many tricks up their sleeve. I think we just have to call and hope our best. He checks. I don't foresee him betting. Maybe he could have some diamond draws with a pair that he does this with, like 5-7 of diamonds. I think we just want to go 20 and then unfold to a raise. Okay, so he just folds, so he definitely didn't have a queen. You guys tell me if that's a good play, as well as the last hand. I think it makes sense that this player was betting with that ace of diamonds in their hand, but based on the last hand's action where they bet the one big blind when they didn't have it, it confused me a little bit. So I think that pushed me towards making the fold there. Just also being around 500 deep with them did not make me very confident about that. We're going to fold the 5-4 suited here, just to the 4 bet technically, but this isn't even really a real 3 bet. But he does go for the 5 bet. Oh, you guys are seeing my screen jump around. That's funny. I hope you're enjoying that. I'm going to fold the Jack 9 offsuit. It's not great. I watched a Korean player today play a $5 million pot with Jack 9 offsuit, and they got stacked by the nut straight. So it's giving me bad memories. I don't want to be that player, even though I only have $4 on the table. We started this session with around $89 in our account balance. We have 76, but we have some money on the table. We're gonna call here with the 6s. We could go for the 3 bet just against this particular player. Just based on how this doesn't interact with his range, I think we could go for a raise here. Just kind of, I wouldn't really say protection, but we have some backdoor draws, and I think he doesn't connect too well. Okay, we get 3 bet, and we're snap folding. This is why you follow the action, guys. It was under the gun raise, and we just tried to play some street poker, and it didn't work out this time. But you know, we'll get him next time. This is why you guys just play straight up by the book. You don't check raise the pocket 6s, 3rd pair on the flop. You take your showdown value or you fold. Don't take lessons from me. This is why I need lessons. So please tread lightly when you watch my videos, and don't take everything I do as the gospel, even though I'm sure you all do. If you guys haven't seen on my Instagram story, if you follow me there, I posted some poker tracker spreadsheets. As some people kindly noted on Reddit, there are lots of apps that do a similar thing in an integrated fashion, which is understandable, but for me, I like the cumulative nature of the spreadsheet and how it keeps everything in one place. I made some spreadsheets for you guys, both for your individual stat tracking and for your home games. I use this stat tracker on my home game, and I found it to be an absolutely great resource. Myself and my friends thoroughly enjoy it. We keep track of everyone's buy-ins, and we never let anyone leave the game empty-handed. So it's been great. And yeah, it's in my bio, in my Linktree, as well as I'll show you guys what it looks like in the video today at the end. If I don't, I forgot. So cut me some slack. But yeah, no, it's a great resource. You guys should definitely check it out. It has instructions in the spreadsheet. So yeah, it's pretty user friendly. I thoroughly enjoyed making it for you guys. I used it to procrastinate my finals. So I hope you appreciate that fact. We're gonna call here with 2 overs in position, similar to the ace king, except we're actually in position. But yeah, we're gonna fold when the flush comes in. We don't hit our pair. Probably should just fold there to fold to the 3 bet. Oh, we're just gonna get it all in. Maybe we guys, I don't think that was a good choice. I think this player's gonna call with better. Oh, he folds. This is great. Okay, not great. Not great. We still lose, but I think getting it in for 40 big blinds is fine with King Jack. Club WPT, folks, it's great. Use code Brad or use code Bart. Really like both of those players a lot. We have the open ender on this flop, the limp pot. We don't have that many clean outs because of the flush draw, but you know, we're gonna see what we can do here. We're definitely gonna call once. Should we be going for the squeeze here, folks? You know, we're gonna go to 15 out of position. I just think a lot of the range is gonna be capped. We'll see how they respond to this. Oh, we get jammed on. We have to call 73. You know, we're gonna gamble for the vlog. I'm gonna regret this. 2 pair. We got no outs. Psych, but we're not looking too hot. We lose. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was not necessary at all. I'm terrible at poker. I'm well aware. I really got to work on my vlog poker playing skills, because I am dang sure a whole lot better when the vlog is not on. I can guarantee you that. I make some ridiculous plays, as some might say, and yeah, no, it's not great. So I need to work on my my skills. Maybe I can commentate after and just record myself playing to two. We're gonna call because this guy's not raising. If it goes all in, that'd be kind of unfortunate. But this is a bad limp. I'm just gonna let you guys know that we just want to get in there and play with connected suited cards. Oh, this is the best flop you could ask for. We're going to be check raising 100% if that's here. All right, we have the straight. We don't have the nuts. King Jack is the nuts, but we're going to bet out regardless. Actually, our hand doesn't need much protection. We have the flush draw and the straight. Okay, we have the straight flush. We're just going to check. Okay, we check back the straight flush. That's pretty cool. We hit a straight flush. We won 2 big blinds from it. That's great, guys. I love to check back straight flushes on a paired board where I can get paid to a player that's shown no aggression. Please tell me about how bad of a poker player I am. I would love to hear it. Seriously, please just rip into me. But hey, I won, and all you could do was watch. There's nothing you could do about it. I won that pot, fair and square, hit the straight flush, got paid. Yeah, I'm a little salty. It's all right. But we move on to the next hand. Yeah. We ought to get rewarded in some way after that, because that is highly unfortunate. You don't love to see that, I will say. We have ace-8 suited up here. We'll see what we do with that when the action comes around to us. And guys, this is what's very important, is the action before you has such a large impact on what you do in the hand. It's not just about what your hand is. It's also a lot about what the players before you do. See, here we still go for we have a lot of suited aces right now and offsuit. No, sorry, ace-10. But it depends a lot on what the players before you do, and also who they are, like what their player reps are. This guy has a wide raising frequency. That's why I went for the raise here. See, this is a pretty good flop for us. Down here, we're just going to be c-betting larger because of the flush draw. We can c-bet this flop. We're going to want to go around a little under half, like 40%. This guy jams on this flop, 28 bigs. Can't really call with a player behind me. He probably just has it. This player called. We're going to see how he responds to this bet, and that'll help us make our decision, because he could still have a lot of Jack X. I think if we think he's capped at Jack X, this river is really good. I think we just want to jam all in to get him to fold that. He still could have flushes, but he's going to be folding a lot of other stuff, and he just folds. This wasn't perfectly structured, I won't lie. Like I said, it's a little overwhelming to be working multiple tables at once while commentating. But I think the fold, or the jam there with the ace-king is really good. We would like to block some diamonds just so we don't get snapped off by the flush. But I think he's pretty capped at Jack X, just considering he didn't raise off the turn. And he would be doing that at some frequency with the flush. He has to be doing it with some frequency. Even if he's a more passive player, which he sort of is, you still have to be raising off the flush. And he did not raise, so we can take portions of those combos out of his range, and we can feel a little bit more confident going for the jam there. And who knows, if he even calls with 2-pair, he might fold that as well, which would be a great result. Okay, we get to this. This is a pretty standard raise, but we're with nothing out of position. This is one of the situations I was talking about, having nothing out of position and multi-way. We're just going to be checking this. We can't even call here, unfortunately. We have no backdoors. Not unfortunately, but we can't call here, so we have to leave this pot. But yeah, we just want to get out of here. We don't want to be involved in that hand at all. So we have the open ender right now. We're just going to check it over in the limp pot. We don't really want to be leading with a hand like this, just because we don't like to get raised all that much. I think we can lead this turn to represent a flush with a club in our hands. This player is pretty capped. Okay, we steal the small pot. 2 pair. Okay. Under the gun, this is a little wide, but we like to have suited cards when we're deep. The nice part about these 200 big blinds buy-ins is that we can play a lot more suited connectors and pairs. And if we make our hand, we're in pretty great shape. Players love to call down. So we have both. We don't really want to reopen the action. We know everyone's just going to call around. Yeah. But like I said, if we make our hand, we're pretty much going to get paid by anything. These players are just going to call so we can see a flop. We flop the low end of the straight. Okay, we want to mega fast play this on a draw heavy board. If this guy bets, we're just going to be raising immediately. If he checks, we're also going to be betting. Okay, we're going to be raising it up pretty large here. We're going to go to 32. This is 4x, a little over 4x. We're out of position. We're just going to be raising, trying to get the money in here. This is a great flop. If he has the 9-10, it wasn't our day. But with the cold call, the jam. Guys, this is a dream spot. If any of them have 9-10, it's all right. It wasn't our day, but we're absolutely elated to get the money in. We're hoping they all have sets. Check down here. Cold call with the suited ace. All right. I wouldn't be surprised if this player calls. Don't show us the 9-10. Okay, 2. Oh my God, guys. He hits the boat. He hits the boat on the turn. We deserve to have this pot. We don't have it. It's all right. It happens. We wish it was in our possession, but we can't have every pot, even when we flop straight. I hate to see it though. That was a very big pot. Really would have liked to see that one go our way. How much was that? Oh, it's a huge $5 pot, guys. That might seem like crumbs to some of you folks, but for me, that's oh my goodness, what can I buy with $5? That's one buy in the Club WPT Gold. I'll tell you that. We're just gonna lead out with the club and the ace in the limp pot. And we first see this getting folded. Oh, he makes the call. Interesting. I think we just continue betting here. This player could have a lot of buns. Maybe we want to go a little smaller to get called by some worse stuff, but I think we just want to target a worse ace here, even though there are only a few. Take that down. Oh, guys, that last hand, so unfortunate. Wish we could have had that one. At least it was quick and painless. Hits it right on the turn. We have no outs. It is what it is. It happens. That's what happens in these limp pots. They get wild. Or not limp pot, rather. A weird pot, to say the least. We'll say weird. We're gonna raise ISO this one up. It's probably a little wide, but we're still gonna do it. We're gonna raise this one up as well. You get raised here. This is such a fake raise, guys. We have to call, unfortunately. You flop the flush draw, check it over. This is like the second nut flush draw too, so it's not a bad spot to be in. Oh, and we have a straight draw now. We can bet here, and we don't even mind getting raised. We're gonna bet smaller because our opponent checked back the flop. This is not a great spot. I don't know if we can overbet here. I think we just go for a mid-sized bet around 25. If we get called here, obviously we're no good. I think the player could have a king or queen. Not playing our best poker right now, guys. I'll tell you that. For that reason, we'll have to wrap it up after this orbit's over. I can't punt every time I stream, and I see my balance steadily declining, and it's not something I'm too happy to see. Play at a high level, and I feel like I'm not doing so right now, just because I'm focusing on a lot of different things at once. Also losing some all-ins, so it's not optimal for play. So once we get to the under the gun at every table, we're gonna call it. I'll show you guys that spreadsheet that I'm working on, and yeah, that'll be it for this video. I'll try to have this uploaded by Thursday, April 30th, so you guys can all enjoy it. I'm definitely going to be clipping all these videos and making shorts, as well as making some longer form videos, but I'll probably be dropping the entirety of this video before any of that, so lucky you guys. I didn't want to pay the big blind, but we gotta leave after this hand. Oh, we get the lovely queen 3 offsuit on 2 tables. Aren't we lucky? And we're gonna open it up here over the limp. Oh, dang, we should have gone to 5. I did not realize there were 2 limpers. It's a miscalc by me. Calc stands for calculator, if you guys aren't aware. We're going to get called by every player at the table, most likely. That's how these bots go. We're probably going to take it 5 ways. Pause. Can't flop well. See, this is a situation where I would be comfortable c-betting just into multiple people, just because this board doesn't hit that many people. And we'll get raised off by trips. Like, we're just going to fold now. I have very big rivalry with this player because he loves to raise me. But I love to bet into him, so maybe it's my fault. I tried to take some accountability here. All right, also didn't mean to pay the big blind here, but nonetheless, we did. We'll see how this hand develops. It's possible it gets limped around. Player raises a 3 with a limper, so I'm just going to call. We have a straight draw, backdoor flush draw on the ace high board. It's not the best turn, but I think we can continue to a bet. Player does not have really any boats. This player could have some. Play this passively. We brick off. We're just going to check fold. Check fold. Fold, see what they got. Pair. He has nothing. He has an ace. 2 pair counterfeit, actually. He checked back the 2 pair on the flop. That's very interesting. Maybe he thought he had the board locked up. Obviously did not, because his hand got counterfeit. It's quite unfortunate for him. Alright guys, we're going to wait in here until those hands end, so you can see our account balance. It's going to be a little worse than I thought, guys. It's going to be around 850 or around 8550. Not great session, guys. Seriously. I think we started at like 8650. We were up at a lot of tables. 8450. See, that's not great, guys. We're down about half a buy-in. We definitely got to step it up here. I'm going to show you guys this Excel spreadsheet. We'll open up this one first. So this is the individual stats tracker. I'll show you guys up top. So this is the thing that can honestly be pretty easily replicated in the app, but I personally like this. So you have the date, location, hours, buy and cash out, and this automatically calculates your profit and loss for the session. Profit and loss in big blind. If you just put the stake in here, so if you have 20 cash out, you can see how this updates automatically. So if you play 2-5, it'll automatically update to here. In these orange bits in all the columns, you'll have to input manually, and then the purple bits you only have to input the first time. There's an issue with the formulas in the Excel spreadsheet, but if you just put in inputs to here the first time, you'll never have to do it again. It'll automatically go. These are the instructions right here. You guys can read them if you're interested. This is an example of what the spreadsheet looks like. So you can see. Okay, please update. So yeah, 2, and then if we're playing like 2-5, and then if we're playing like less, then wow, that's very good. And then if you change this, automatically updates. This player is very good. They win $10 an hour, $100 every session. There's printing money every time they go to the MGM. And yeah, then you can sort by all of these different factors here. So if you want to sort by your worst session, you say, oh wow, this was a really bad session. But obviously this player is pretty good, so they win $100 a session. Now we're just going to sort by descending. You can sort by date. You can say, okay, what's my most recent session at the top? I actually might start doing this because it's very useful. Yeah, so I think that spreadsheet's really great. We check out their graphs on the right over here. I'll load in a second. So yeah, this player has very consistent stats, and these will all update. So let's take a look actually. We'll go to 5,100. Their cumulative earnings right here. Let's say they put in $5 grand here. Not a good session. and we'll look over at the graph, and it should update to account for this. This is a big shot, guys. I didn't actually check if this works. Ah, perfect. So we see that this graph actually updates to reflect that. Yeah, no, that's great. I'm glad this worked. And this shows big blinds per hour, so if you play varying big blind amounts, don't worry, because it'll count your big blinds. In this case, it happens to be the same, but that's just because this player plays $1 blinds. But then we're going to correct this player's earnings because they're a super crusher. And then it goes back to normal. And I'm going to show you guys one last spreadsheet that I built. I hope you guys actually really like these spreadsheets because I did spend a significant amount of time on them. I do seriously enjoy making them for you guys, and I found them super helpful myself. So that's why I like using them so much. I want to make sure you guys can see my beautiful face. So these are the instructions for this. What you do is you put your friends' names into here, like on the right, put everyone's name in, put everyone's buy-in and cash out. It's just one entry per session, so if someone rebuys, you just have to add it to the buy-in amount. Then when everyone's done, you count up their exact cash out amount, not their profit, but their cash out, and then the profit will be automatically calculated for you. It like again, in profit, in dollars and in big blinds, this should be dollars, or this should be just a number rather. I'm gonna change this right now. So yeah, it'll be calculated in both. And for this, you're just gonna go in here and then change the big blind amount. So like I demonstrated earlier, just do this to mess around with it. 25.50 cents, so change it back. Then it also calculates your ROI. So what this does is divide your profit and loss by your buy-in to see how profitable you are on a percentage level. So this player bought in for 100, cashed out with 200. So their profit was 100 and their buy-in was also 100. So they have a 100% ROI. They got 100% of their buy-in amount. In this player, they bought in for 100 and they cashed out for 0. So their ROI is negative 100%. You can only go down negative 100%. You can go up 500%. We'll see here, 600, and just like that, 500%. But to keep the tables balanced, it'll also show. So if Nate says he's at 420, we'll see that the ledger is $20 over. So someone has overcounted. If Nate says he's at 380, we'll see, okay, the ledger is $20 light, like someone deserves a little more money. This has worked absolutely incredible for me. My friends love the conditional formatting to see who's the most green. And on top of it all, we can see that there's a cumulative sessions table right here. So what this does is track all player sessions that are in your home game. So Ben, Mike, all these guys, and it'll track all their stats from all time. You can't see just because this example is only here, but I use it on my personal table and it works incredibly. I have player stats from every game that we've ever played. It's absolutely wonderful. We'll mess with it a little bit. Actually, it's not great to demonstrate just because it's only with one sample, but with many more samples, you can see that it works very well. All right, guys, that's all I really wanted to show you. I appreciate you watching this video. If you do, please leave a like and a comment. Please just drop some feedback as to what you'd like to see more of. I'm still just really enjoying making these videos. Yeah, drop some feedback. I'm going to try to switch it up soon once I get out of school and have some more time. But yeah, just show love. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye.